What's going on, YouTube? It's been a while. Please excuse me if I'm not that enthusiastic. I'm a bit tired. Kind of have woken up after a few outtakes, if you want to say. But I just had to talk about something because this is something very important and I think it needs to be addressed. And I'm hoping everybody understands where I'm coming from with this. So if you're new here, I usually do spiritual videos. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell. But let's get into this. Let me just get straight into this. So my children are still in school right now. And they got books from the school, I guess, to like celebrate it almost being summer vacation or whatever. So most of them were pretty informational books on Egypt, bumblebees, stuff like that. But one book in particular that my kids gave me that really bothered me was this. And it didn't bother me at first glance, but let me show it to you. So it's called the Mosque Gown. Okay. So I didn't really think nothing of it. I'm like, okay. So they were showing me the book, so I started flipping through it. So then I saw this particular page. Okay. See that? So at first I'm like, are those slaves in the background? So of course then I'm like, okay, maybe it's like some sort of informational bit or, you know, something like that. But I read the first page and it's plain as day that it's on a plantation. And then I started skimming through it and reading some more. And baby, let me tell you. So girl ends up running away from home or something like that. If I'm wrong, don't judge me. I'm just calling from memory. I'm mad at the book, okay? Understand that. So the thing is that particular scene that I showed you, the one thing that made me mad was the case that it was lying. Now, what I mean by that is it said that she would not talk to the kitchen help. Kitchen help? Are you for real? And besides the fact of them talking about the kitchen help, then they said that the master's son was upstairs causing a ruckus because there was going to be a ball. And the lady on the front said, oh, well, does everybody go to the ball? And they said, yeah, if you got a dress. So she had a dress that this black lady, which is basically a voodoo woman, had given her. In the end of like that page, the whole household attended the ball. Where y'all see black people at? My thing is, first off, you're sitting there and trying to wash away history. That's my first problem. They were slaves. Don't make this seem like it was enjoyable. Slavery was not enjoyable. Don't be trying to make that look like freaking candy rainbows and sunshine and crap. Like everybody was just having a blast working for the master. My thing is that this school is a majority black school. And the reason this is a problem for me is the fact that it's being, like I said, history is being lied about. The fact that when I read the book, it made me feel like it was just black people helping a white lady along her way so she could have her happy ending and be back with her father. Because every black person they depicted in this book was far off in the background. If you think I'm lying, look at this. The lady that made the dress is backed up, looking up at her. And my thing is that the whole point of this video is to just really say we need strong black characters for our children to read, whether it's novels, whether it's children's books. And you don't understand what a psychological factor this can have on our children. But understand this, I have been writing since I was about like 9 years old, okay? All of my stories that I first wrote were about white people. Like when I started to make these longer, they were about white people. And I didn't see anything wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not to understand that I'm not hating any other race or anything like that. But the thing is that apparently I was like psychologically, I wasn't thinking about myself as somebody great. I wasn't thinking about myself as somebody that had powers or was saving the world or anything like that. And we need more of that. And we need black people to freaking write this. Because the thing is that not only that, but the children also have to see that when a book is written, like my whole childhood, I saw this. Whenever I would turn the cover over after a good book, it was always a white person. It was always some white person. And that's not good representation. Like, you're sitting there constantly thinking, oh, well, the only reason I can be an author is if I'm white, because that's what you will start thinking. That's what our children will start thinking. And then they make sure they throw in their face, oh, well, athletics. Oh, you can do music. They just want you to be in certain areas. And then not only that, but then we got these shows. As I've said before, I'm not getting into this. We're depicted as thugs and killing people and drug dealers. And come on now, we got to do better. I'm not about to let my children read this book. I'm seriously about to. I already have 2 books in the works, children's books. And I had wanted to do those for black children to see, because the thing is, they need to see something better. They need to see something better. And not only that, but this is like lying about history. We got everybody reading this, making it look like slavery was just great, you know? Like, I didn't like how that was worded. I hated how that was worded, you know? And just understand, guys, people, if you're a writer and you don't know how to draw, artists, if you drawing and you don't know how to write, we need to like band together and make some books, man. Like, cause I'm serious about giving back to the community and making sure we put black work into our libraries for our children, because they need to see black people on the front cover, you know? Like, it matters. It matters. I'm telling you, it matters. I mean, don't get me wrong. We read books like Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry, and everything like that, but it was not sugarcoated. You get what I'm saying? Of course, to the point where we understood what was going on with segregation. And this did not show it well. I will say that this is outdated. This is from it was copywritten in 1986, and I did see that it's made after a Southern Cinderella story, but I don't feel like I don't know if y'all hearing me, but you have to understand why I'm mad about this. It just, when I read it, it made me feel like, oh, well, black people can't be happy. We're just supposed to help them. And I don't want my children feeling that way. Everybody can be happy, but black kids can be happy too. Black women and men can be happy too. They can get a happy ending. And that's what we need to depict for our children. So I'm going to close this out. It just seems like I can't get it past 8 minutes. But guys, please subscribe, check me out, like the video, share it. Please put it on blast, because this is pissing me off, man, because this is ridiculous and we need to do something about it. So I will talk to you guys later.